It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Purdue man, this is Akeem Hunt. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's Darnold now on second down. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
On second down, Darnold gets it to Strong. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Here's Ellington. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Watson. being chased out left. And his first pass is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Lamar Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Darren Lee there to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Connor Barwin in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. You can get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
Now it's Hunt. In a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now. Green 39.
Darnold now to throw. He hits Jermaine Kearse. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Hakeem Hunt, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Richmond. Come back.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he powers his way up past the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Come on. Dude, Jack. Tiger.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Now he'll escape to his left. And Davis with it left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33.
Come back.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Now let's go.
Darnold on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Flush to his right. Airing one deep for Curse. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. They give him a gain of 38.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Here we go now. Green.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll run again with Hunt. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Darnold on 3rd down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
That score was not a game clincher by any stretch of the imagination. But the other team now has to be careful to not let this game begin to slip away.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early.
But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Tiger, down. Blue 80, come back. Blue 80. Tiger.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. He finds his target, Fuller. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Watson hitting Fuller with a big one, 44 yards. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Come back, come back. Black 22. Tiger, Black 22.
On 3rd down, Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Darnold looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him.
And he is going to be wrapped up and swung to the turf. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go now.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking for Strong, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying,
he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Anderson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. They run with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue lining. Blue lining.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Now to try the Jets field goal, Cairo Santos. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. That's caught at the 25. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Oh, man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Watson. Looking to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have, it's chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Texans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Richmond. Hey, Green,
A shotgun snap for Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So the missed field goal, and now they're in great shape. They'll start at the 38.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard.
On first down, Darnold. Strong grabs it over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So that throw good for 4. It's second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The Jets on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. This is Johnson. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now Darnold. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
You. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Darnold now on second down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He's got Curse. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Leopard!
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking on extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They run again with Hunt. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rusher just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. Gets around him. And running right through him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game.
That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Hallen Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him. And he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. And he slings one that's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Tiger! Come back!
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans cut into that lead.
4th and goal, and they found a way to throw it in the end zone for a touchdown.
And these defenses, they just like 3 downs, get off the field. But here they had to go 4, couldn't get it done.
A lot of the time, you're looking up and saying, okay, if I hold them for 3, at worst, I give up a field goal attempt. When they go for it, sometimes it really affects the defense because maybe they're not mentally prepared to go that 4th down.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that would help him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Here we go now.
Here's Darnold. Found his target. It's Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They'll run. This is Hunt. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And Darnold wants to throw the football. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
To throw is Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. Charles, when plays like that work, it's a thing to behold, but sometimes we see why they're very deep in the playbook.
And how many times have we been at practice and heard all the other guys chirping about, you know, I used to play quarterback in high school, I can do this, until it becomes a game.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Come back!
On second down, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Throwing on third down, Watson.